Hey, hey, hey. Welcome, welcome. How are we all doing today? So, probably a little bit of this new mod, which is Sniffy Sniffers, which is an amazing, great name. And then possibly Oculus 26, which will basically be more relaxed kitchen style pack for 26, for Minecraft 26. Basically with mods in there that I can't really put in mainstream packs. So mainly just looking at mods and stuff, because we can't really do any pack side dev work yet. There's only a little bit of fractured bugs to fix as well, so it's not worth doing a whole stream on that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 bugs with fractured, but they should already be relatively easy to fix. But yeah, basically the sniffer mod's going to be it's going to be a mod that's used in the next Caveopolis pack. I don't know why that isn't working. Sniffy Sniffers. Oh, I know why. What mod pack you working on? Sorry, not being in many streams, got me Bobby. So Fractured is the next pack. Well, it's hard because it's kind of sub stuff going on. So Fractured is the next main pack after Submerged 2, which provisionally has a release date now, but I'm not sure if it's gonna get there in time or not. But we'll soon see. We have Oculus Plus, which is out now, which is just a vanilla style pack with Oculus mods only, really, and then like shaders and JEI. That is for 26.1, and that is, as I say, out now. And then Oculus 26 will be another it's not going to be vanilla plus. It's going to have a lot more mods in it. But the idea is that, so I actually do have an idea for some sort of gameplay with it, but I think this pack can be released and then updated like during the months and whatever that come along. The idea will be that you complete like 16 different things, each focusing on like a different aspect of modded Minecraft. That's the plan anyway. And then this mod is for Caveopolis 2. So there's a lot going on. Give this a reload to fix that creative menu name. But yeah, this is basically done. So there's ways to obtain the egg now. Obviously, all the textures at the minute are just vanilla copies until they get done. So that, and as you can see, he works on other blocks. He's found an acacia button. But the idea is, in here, you just dictate a block, so we could do something like acacia logs. Is it logs or log? And then all you have to do is add the block and then just point to a loot table. And then technically, after reloading, hopefully this one will start digging here. It is possible it needs a world reload though. Oh no, there you go, worked. So that is how easy it is to add like new digging options, I guess, if you want to call it that. And obviously they breed, much like normal sniffers. Which obviously drop the egg, which hatches into them. And then the first egg at the minute is found in... What's the sand? Suspicious sand, is it? Or suspicious gravel? One of them. So you can get... That's how you get it in, like, the base version of the mod. There's a chance we use that in Caveopolis, but I'm not sure yet. But that's the premise. So these will be a way of getting certain resources, or at least starting resources, which I think is quite different. And I'm pretty sure the collector from Opolis Utilities will be able to will work for collecting the items. So we have a pretty good little there's a good chance it will start with like strainers into this, and then have like different types of blocks that they can mine. Because obviously we're just using vanilla loot tables here, but this could be anything. So we could do custom loot tables with better blocks, make more resources or something like that. Or add like failures and stuff. So it's quite flexible in what we can do, which you can't do with a normal sniffer. probably build this. And then we could throw it into the 26 pack. Where is the file? Let's get this open. Open folder. Oh, it's 26. Close that. That's the two big ones. I think I messed up the version range on this as well. Yeah. Rebuild that. Try again. Hopefully this will work. Wait, what? Oh, the actual version range is just completely wrong. .26.1.2.1. So while that installs, hopefully it will work. Just installing NeoForge. Okay, so let's add a few mods to start with. Sodium. Nature's Compass is a good one. Shaders. spark, loading screen, warrior patches, crash assistant, because we are going to be using that now. Better compatibility checker. Don't think we need default options. Sophisticated storage, probably worth it. Explorer's compass as well. Crafting tweaks. Just enough professions. Cooking for blockheads, sound muffler, framed blocks. I mean, let's just see if this even loads. What is this moaning about? Doesn't make sense because the version range is the same. Again, don't think it's building correctly. No such method. That's interesting that it doesn't work. It doesn't work in mod packs, but it works here. Is this true ever Autobots? Or just a simple item? What does it want instead? Wait, unless this has changed in the very latest version. Obviously, I can't see a changelog, which is amazing. Yeah, I can't see a changelog. I guess we can let's put it back onto this. I guess we can update this. See if they've removed it. It does say it's marked for removal, so it might have actually removed this method. Which means we might be fixing more than just this today. Plus just fine. Emerald recipe should be fine as well. Utilities maybe? Utilities might be the same as well. Yeah, there we go. So we just need to change this. Pretty sure just to that. So we just literally need to do that. Thank you for the follow. So that should fix that, so we can publish this. This will be that. Okay, so we'll just let that push. So if we just disable the invisible lights in Optus 26, and then hopefully that will load up this time. Strange that I only used that method in that mod.
Press enter to enable the narrator.
We'll do a default world to start. As long as we get him without crashing, I'll be happy. What on earth is going on over here? Okay, so what else do we want? want to get most of the like big mods in, I guess, first. Journey map's a good one. Never portal fix, always handy. Pipes probably is a good one. I could do Spice of Life. Spice of Life, farming for blockheads, easy villagers probably all still worth it. We could do Fallen Tree. Added Reliquary already. Don't need Forgiving Void. Baubley Heart Canisters? Yeah, we'll go for that. Construction Sticks. Gravestone. Reap. They're like sort of mod. Let's see if that works. Curios requires Minecraft 1.21 or above. It would help if it installed the right version. Okay, that should work. So that works. Yeah, it should be fine. Thank you very much for the follow. It's as I say, it's not going to be anything significant because it really do a lot. As I say, this is more of a. I want to continually update this pack with new 26 dot whatever mods. Like, it's nice to have like a good baseline, but then with a mix of new mods inside. And as I say, I think the aim of this pack will be to complete like 16 different. 16 is the number one to do because 16 is the dye colors amount. So 16 like pillars of modding or whatever. Welcome, Sazabi. We need wool. Why is that like that? Opolis soon going to be equal to ATM. Nah, I don't think we'll ever be that. I really do prefer doing the like structured packs where you work towards stuff. But I think I do enjoy the ones where it's more like open ended. In that fancy menu bar, I remember I nuked the whole thing in part of this when trying to add mine colonies. Sounds about right. Oh, in terms of amount of mods and quests, well, maybe. But even so, even like so Submerged 2 only has 261 mods. ATM 10 has 477. Stoneblock has 390. Into the Sky has 319. I don't think it will be like a massive one. Yeah, it's weird that happened though. Guessing it overrides something to do with the config. One thing I don't like about ATM is the load time, how long it takes to start the game and then even load a world. After that, it's smooth, but playing. Yeah, I get that. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. So that is actually 16. So that's the general idea. So you have like the main pillars, and then you go up to complete whatever the last thing is, I guess. Oh, invisible lights is already up, which is good. So, question is, what are the 16 pillars of modded? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, replication's pretty harsh. Hi. That really bothers me that the tool doesn't like move when you use it. Oh, is that depth of the recipes? First thing I built into my mod was a cache that have to recalculate the value on each load. First time takes a moment to calculate and save the file, but after that it loads instant. Yeah, that's probably the best way of doing something like that, yeah. What version is that on? It's not on 26, is it? 1.21, yeah. Do we want occultism in this? Sure. Sophisticated inventory interactions. Search and support for containers. And sorting options. Right, okay, so let it be known we were here first. This is 4,500 downloads. This mod, I'm telling you now, will be in every mod pack for 26. Started porting, but only got up to 1.21.4. Lights still not working, eh? Well, we'll fix lights at some point. Interactions is a new mod from SophDev. Interaction. Oh, no, I know what you say. It's from certificate. Yeah, that's why I saw it, because it come up underneath. Sophisticated update. Yeah. No fog. No fog plus is actually the full name for it. I have to say, the first time I loaded up, I think it was 1.21.6 with the new fog. I absolutely detested it. This needs to go away. And I think it rings home because a lot of people are actually using it. And it's not even like in a pack yet. Well, it's in Opus Plus, but to actually be getting the traction it's getting is mad. On Fabric, I just nuked everything fog related. I don't actually think so. If you look at the back here, you can see there's still fog. I think in Fabric, this just doesn't even exist either. But this is more to what it was like before. How do I clear this bar off the top again without doing the config? Yeah, this. Yeah, I mean, that looks better like that, doesn't it? Than the fog. Is that actually built in by vanilla? Control C. So also, I've just noticed the Minecraft window is weird. Why is it clipping like that? Let's just disable it in the config. False. I don't understand why that is crashing the invisible lights, because that is the same way we're rendering, same way we're registering normal items from other mods. And for whatever reason, they all work. Properties. Oh, item dash new. The strainer's working. The fact that strainers works makes it even weirder, because strainers uses the same thing as before. Yeah, strainers works. Odd. Yeah, the Minecraft window is not synced properly with OBS. And then when it's clipping too high, look. Maybe that. Yeah, that looks about right. If you look at the map at the top, that's how it's clipping or snapping. And if you can see, the top right where the time is cut off a little bit at the top. Whereas if I do that, it's not. Very, very minor. Yeah, you can now. It definitely wasn't a minute ago. Width. We need to go. Left of what? Oh yeah, no. Do you know what? Let's just do that. I just want to see if this works. Why is it gone off the stuff? What on earth? Why is it dropping heads? Okay, so it is working, but I have no idea. Why is it dropping heads? This can't be. This isn't casting. Surely not. Yeah, the button should be there, but oh my god, what is going on? Well, the good news is this works. Why is this dropping a dragon head? Why are you dropping a dragon head? Why are you dropping skeleton heads? What is going on here? Don't think this is quite correct. I have a feeling that probably casting tools related. So let's just try with the Opus mods and see if that is the case. I mean, how on earth is that even happening? Oh, it's not. Yeah, it's not Opus. Unless it's the Sniffers. Don't see how it would be the Sniffy Sniffers. Well, that's why I thought it would be casting. And it has casting tools, so if it was casting, it should be showing up. I would say head related, but what would it be? Because my thinking was it was beheading, maybe. But the fact it's doing it on all blocks is a bit odd. Mod pack utils is everything that was in core that was mod pack related. So it's the. So we know it's not casting, so that's good. It's all of this stuff. So it's the bed dimension thing, the one that allowed you to sleep in other dimensions and actually accelerate time. It's all the mod pack stuff. So the server, because this didn't need to be in core, because this is completely different to what core is doing now. So all of this stuff, and then save the world. It's literally anything that was like user configurable for stuff to do with mod packs that was in core before is now in this. Core is just purely focused on mod stuff now. And obviously the dependency for core is removed as well for this. Yeah, it's better. I think it's better like this as well because it actually is a utility that other mod pack people can use. And obviously it's got the auto updater as well. Well, not the auto updater, the auto update finder. I think we just won't worry too much about the heads yet. Is this server only or does it need to be on the client too? It's technically only client only. Because there's nothing here that adds anything to the game. Actually, this does. So technically only these two, this is the client side thing here. the mod pack stuff. So this stuff is client side. This is server side, and this is server side. So you do need it on both. But I'm pretty sure if you set stuff in the modpack file on the server side, it will read that file instead. Yeah, save the world. You can install it and save the world to server side. So it doesn't matter what the user has in that. It won't do anything. Most configs are server driven anyway. So if you that's why you can change stuff on the server and the configs and not have to worry about updates, because server config trumps client config. I think this is hilarious, how every loot table has a head net. Like, how is that even happening? It's literally part of the loot table. Yeah, I don't know, there's also a wall that's coloured green as well. Like that. Listen, these are all questions we don't need to worry about yet. There's a lot of mods that still need to be added. And until we have FTB quests and stuff, there's no point worrying about any of this. I'm just happy this works, because I don't even remember setting this up properly. Does this work? Blacklist stone. Totally does. I literally don't even remember making this work. Yeah, empty whitelist is anything. Pretty sure empty blacklist is anything as well. Yeah. But that's the same across anything that uses the blacklist or whitelist, I think. I'm not sure why some of the stuff is green. These have got weird names as well. 100% waypoint transmit range. Which is that? Yeah, there is something weird going on with them. The thing is, a lot of the mods are in like early access anyway, so I'm not really bothered about mods at the minute. It's mainly getting like some mods in, get sort of an idea of what it's going to look like. There's already 919 mods for 26.1.2. I don't think there's much we want to add like now. Okay, so as I said, the idea of the pack will be get into like the end game of whatever we decide is like the 16 main things of modding Minecraft, right? So first one I would say is like huge amounts of energy. So obviously like what else would there be? So like exploration. Obviously hoarding a lot of items. Obviously tech. Magic. Bosses maybe. So yeah, what else? Food is an interesting one, yeah. A worry is there's not going to be 16. But at the same time, I'd like to think that there would be 16. I guess logistics is one. Yeah. But I don't know what would you split it out into? Because I guess exploration does conclude probably food. It probably includes bosses as well. Or does it? Dimensions. Oh, what, like going to every like dimension? Mining probably is a good one to have. Obviously, you could throw singularities in there, but I think that's probably a bit stretching it a little bit. feel like this would work up to creative items though. Maybe. May seem crazy. I wonder if we actually just play it. I don't think there's any bio mods yet. No. How was the nearest planes that far away? Actually, this is not going to be playable with these heads. This is actually ridiculous. What could actually be causing that? Just for... Fair enough, it just crashed, but just for sanity. Let's just disable the tools. Because I'm pretty sure all those heads are heads that we've got in our data map for casting tools. But then they should only trigger when you kill a mob. Which mod added tooltip under the Wither Skeleton head? I have no idea. Yeah, it's definitely not casting. You're going to be shocked, but it's nothing to do with waypoints. That one is the vanilla thing. That bar at the bottom, I'm pretty sure it's to do with that. I guess it's occultism. That's the only mod I can think of in the list that would get heads. Nope. Easy villagers. We'll disable anything that adds like items, I guess. Actually, we didn't actually disable occultism. Yeah, there we go. I said, yeah, occultism was the only one that made sense. Yeah, I guess we just play for a bit and just see how it feels. And like what else we would want to do. Yeah, it's definitely occultism. That is a really funny bug. The attack thing's weird as well. Unless that's the unless that's down to the sorting stuff. Didn't we add like a tree capitator mod? We did. Is this not some of the best Minecraft playing you've ever seen? I just realised this is an island as well. I'm back. Did you find out which mod was doing it? Yes, occultism. It's the only one that kind of made sense because nothing else really does anything. I was just blown away by the fact it wasn't casting. probably just worth making a bunch of torches. Hey, hey, welcome, welcome. No cave on sand, is there? Who made this recipe so expensive? Okay, so we need to find iron. What is this? Wait, we don't even have jade. And that's because it's not out yet. What on earth is this? Make a jar. So the thing is, a lot of the mods are compatible, they just haven't updated the version range. Accumulation. Wait. Is this a fluid? Yeah, fluids are definitely broken. Look at this. I'm glad I'm not the only one that hasn't worked out how fluids work. They even have the same visible looking through the bucket thing as well. Forge craft. What is forge craft? Should I know what that is? Forgecraft mod pack. A decade ago. I could download it now. You kind of miss Jade, to be fair. So if we just turn off the 1.26 filter, click on Jade versions, show incompatible, add the 26.1.1, and then play. And it should be fine. Just devs that get together. To do what? There you go, Jade working. Has this always been like this? Where the top screen isn't showing right? Are you sure it looks fine on your stream? It's not cut off or anything. So right now it looks fine. Yeah? Is that what we're saying? It looks fine now? It totally does. So. My OBS preview now also doesn't work. Because in my OBS preview, where you see stone at the top, on my preview, it literally shows the bottom half of like the Minecraft name. So the actual preview I see that goes out to Twitch, YouTube, whatever, doesn't show that you can see the top of the screen. And I've just checked YouTube and it is definitely there. I wonder if there will ever be a point where it works properly for me. Reinstalled it about 100 times. A good one recently is when I turn the stream off. OBS crashes. And then when it says off, unfortunately OBS has crashed, please click whatever to close. And then you try and click on that window, and then that window becomes unresponsive. Try reset the preview. Okay, I enabled and disabled it, and it still shows the same. It's actually amazing how broken it is. Right, let's talk about something. Come on, let's give you some questions. Did we see the Create team have been hired by Hightower? Anybody see that? I thought that was quite interesting. My OBS was crashing because Windows Defender Smart Control stopped it from working. Well, that's not ideal. Would I ever find any more? Not this stuff. Yeah, I thought the Create team... I don't know how many of them it is. But the fact that the Create teams joined Hightower was very, very strange. Yeah, I didn't have it crashing on the settings. I had it crashing when so the stream would run. And then when I exit the program, it would come up with that, and then it would say it wouldn't work. Yeah, I think OBS updated and it's fixed whatever the problem was for me as well. Didn't even get my torches. Stone Block 5 is going to be in Hightower. Well, that wasn't ideal. That's interesting that Stone Block's going to be in Hightower. I just think at the minute, I think it's still a bit too early for Hytale. I mean, they still need a lot to improve. Like, versioning control for mods is ridiculous because you don't actually know what's changed. Like, they changed one field inside the mod thing. But then no one knew about it. So it's like, I had a couple of reports saying that the Bowman mod wasn't working. But I had no idea why it wasn't working. It was literally just because one line in the file, like in it, not even like a line in like the code or anything, just literally a line in one of the files that reads the mod was changed. So until stuff like that's in a better position, then I don't know. Hytale's a weird one. I think, as I say, the problem with Hytale is there's no real way of doing like a mod pack like you would for Minecraft. So if I export this profile, you get every mod that I've got and whatever I'm using, right? You can't do that on Hytale. There's no way of doing that. There's no there's no way to do like a mod pack export or anything like that. Yeah, so if it's a server, then I don't really know how it works in terms of servers and stuff, because so say I have all the mods downloaded to a server. When a player joins, they get those mods added to their clients. Well, not they don't. They get the information added from the server to their client, which means you don't generate any sort of. If you look at it in terms of how Minecraft works, you generate like a download because someone's downloaded it, but you wouldn't generate anything like that. So I don't know how you'd, especially like if you're doing it how I'm doing with Minecraft now. I just don't know how you'd make money from it. Unless you did, I don't know how it works, because even the server side, I think they've said that the first couple of years they won't charge for servers, but then they're doing something with servers. So I really don't know how it works. Maybe it's just because I'm old and I don't understand new technology. I'd like to, if it was possible in the future, I'd probably try a Hytale mod pack. I think as it stands right now, I don't really have many plans for Hytale. As I say, I still think they've got a lot of work to do until the base game's a bit more fleshed out. It'll be interesting. Interested to see how it goes with Hytale. Don't really know why I'm mining copper. Nice to find a chest. It's not used for anything. We could make copper golems, I guess. Oh, the old kick bounties. Sup, chat. Minecraft stream. If your streamer is eating in game, clip it and enter the bounty. I did think of a modifier for casting, actually. I don't know if it was in normal Tinkers or if it was an add-on to Tinkers, but I'm pretty sure you used to be able to have like an edible trait on the tool, and you used to be able to eat it. Does anyone remember that, or am I going like insane? Was that, yeah, tasty? That's what it was called, wasn't it? Yeah, so I was thinking about a modifier that could do that. Can you not see the bounty? I can see it in chat. Let me open up Kick. So I'm streaming on Kick, yet somehow I need to log in. Channel. Oh, you can see it now. You would need to if you didn't have it compatible with Unbreaking. Well, yeah, the idea would be, I guess, you'd lose X amount of durability. And then I probably could make it incompatible with. Well, I can make anything incompatible with the incompatible modifier stuff. But maybe incompatible makes sense with Unbreaking. Otherwise, it is literally free unlimited for food. I could it could be a level based one as well, so you could have it like max level 5. You get an extra like whatever the hunger thing. Can you get slime boots like bouncy? Great question. The answer is I have no idea. I don't know what event bus you'd put that in. So I don't think there's like an on forward then. Bouncy would be an interesting one as well, though. As I say, I think with the casting modifiers, like the way the system is now, it does actually allow for a lot more flexibility. Like I had an idea of another one, like vampiric, I think, or something I was going to call it. So it was just going to be a better form of life steal, but it reduced your health, but you dealt more damage, something like that. Yeah, I could definitely look at slime boots. I say I just don't know where that event would live. Like, I don't know how I'd like detect when it's triggered, because I don't know what you trigger it on. I don't even know if on full damage is an event. I mean, we hook into the events for damage anyway already. Kind of intrigued now. But we hook into the living damage post and pre. I would assume if we could probably detect the type of damage, I guess. I'm just going to call it bouncy, I think. Pre-hit. I think it would be on pre. Why would that help? Because sulfur cubes would be on hit. Actually, that'd be the same. Maybe the same code, to be fair, yeah, so it probably would help. We must be able to get the damage, right? So we need to detect when the player takes full damage and then trigger the boots. Yeah, you can get the source. So if we did like is damage type 4, I guess. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way that's going to be it. And then we need... I'll say this is tricky because this only detects living damage. No, it should actually be right. Is that way of doing it? That's probably a better way of doing it. And then this would have to be like, is there a living fall event? I don't think so. Don't think so. Living drops, living entity, living damage, living death. Breathe. change target, conversion, destroy block event, drown event, use item event. Oh, there literally is a fall event. Oh, this makes it a lot easier. And then we want to do whatever we do for armor. Which I can't remember what we do. Handle all inventory modifiers. Or we just do a handle armor one. It's like it's listening to me. So then in the modifier class, we just add just do that. And then in the bouncy modifier, so we can directly in the event we can get the entity, we can get the damage. So set distance. So is that the distance of the fall, I guess? We could see what this looks like first. We could literally just do that. And just see if that cancels full damage when we're wearing boots. Well, actually, when we're wearing anything, to be fair. I don't think it needs. Don't think it needs levels. Bouncy, and then it'll just be slime blocks. Yep, 4. I think we'll just make this boots. I hate that they call feet and foot and they're named so many different things. There's feet, there's foot, there's boots. 3 different names. It doesn't need any additional data either, so we'll run data. That'll generate the modifier for us. Oh wait, what is this? Don't need a level. I just think we just need that. Probably stack makes sense. Try that again. One isn't enough. Well, I don't get it. It's not the first random thing they do, and it definitely won't be the last. As I say, damage on tools is another good one. Sometimes it's called durability, sometimes it's called damage. Spider equipment caster entity. Fine. I need to be more strict here. There we go. One way isn't enough. You need multiple choice to confuse you even more. But it works, to be fair. But there's loads of stuff they do like that. It's so weird. Okay, so what do we think? Just 100% fully working. Look at that. Press U, bouncy. We get slime block. Bouncy. I have faith this will work. So we're not going to bounce. All that's going to happen is that we should hit the ground and we shouldn't take full damage. Oh, I mean, we did. We did take quite a bit of full damage there, to be fair. Why didn't that work? Definitely should have triggered. It literally triggers, I can see it. It's just triggered down. Unless I need to... Oh, I wonder if the living full event. I wonder if the damage is already done. Yeah, look, there's a damage multiplier. No, this should work. Let's have to do that. Set cancelled instead. Alright, we won't do a big height this time. Yeah, there we go. Would help if you check if you actually set it to cancelled, right? Yeah, look at that. Perfect. Okay, so that's definitely an event we want to use then. Now the question is, how on earth do we make the player go up? Because the idea, I guess, is we want to return. Oh, the thing, it's a client. The movement in this game is weird. Like it's all dictated through the client, which is odd because obviously all these events are handled on the server side. So we can get the full distance because I saw that. Get this. That's a double. It's not a float. And then we could just hard code like a modifier. Don't know if we do want levels on it. Sure, keep it simple like that. When you jump on the side, what event triggers? The thing is, the events are just what NeoForge hooks into. They don't. So these blocks won't hook into those events. Update entity movement after fall. So this is inside a block class, so this is not an option. But that is what we're going to do. We're going to set the delta movement here. But as I say, I think the problem is I don't know if this will work. We know this is a player as well, so to be fair, we should probably just check it again. Still want to do that. But that's basically what it will be. And then I don't think we even want to cancel it. Because if we do that, that should have the same effect. Which means any other event that triggers off this should still work. As I say, I'm not confident. Wait, that worked. Okay, then we take damage. Hang on. That is actually really close. Maybe we do need to cancel it after we've done everything then. I thought that would work though, you know, setting the full distance to 0. Unless we set the damage on the event to 0 instead of on the player. Where are my boots? I think Multiple the damage by 0. Yeah, I mean, strangely enough. No, you can set the distance, but you can't actually set the damage. So I'm guessing that the damage is hard coded. We definitely didn't take damage. See, now that's a problem because the bounce. Yeah, because you'd think that the movement would be done first. There is actually a set damage multiplier, so we could actually do that. Maybe that will work. No. Maybe we do have to do it on the player. Change it to that, maybe. That surprised me that that doesn't work. So obviously the damage still happens. The only thing, maybe it is on the event, but I suppose the question is, how likely is it that anyone's gonna want to use this event? Specifically with this modifier. Because I'm wondering if that will just work. Yeah, see, no, that doesn't work. I'm gonna have to do it there. See, that doesn't work either. This is really strange. Because cancelling the event is removing the damage, isn't it? So this is the problem we're coming into now. Unless we set the damage, the cancel outside of the if statement. See, that doesn't work either. Wondering if it's I wonder if it's triggering 4 times. So it's triggering on maybe every slot. So it is cancelled before it gets to the boots, and then that's what's doing it. Hence the reason the full damage as well. Because, for example, say this was doing the... Yeah, this must be it. This must be triggering on the... Must be triggering 4 times. Because I think it's counting, setting the new value. It triggered twice there, but I don't know why. So let's just watch this. 1, 2. So it triggers twice. We remove the helmet. It's still triggering twice. Yeah, that is triggering twice. Why did you give me this idea, Sazabi? There's no way. Yeah, to be... I just don't get how to stop the damage. Is it because it's running on client and server? But then I've got a feeling if we do this, then because the movement happens on the client, I don't know if this will update. Well, it does, and it just doesn't work. What is going on? I think the once is because we're resetting the damage. I think we need to override both. I think we need to do the damage as well. What's it called? on pre-hit I think we need. So I think we needed a combination of both. So we just do set new damage 0.0 and then remove the full damage there. So now we should hit the ground, we should have the boost, and then this event should trigger as well because we're about to take damage. And then again with the same check that's happening, if we're wearing the boots, then this should negate the damage. It is odd though that the set damage doesn't work inside the full then. I think this should work. Okay, that looked like it worked. By the way, well, that was some small memory usage. Hey, what do you mean? Small memory usage. It does bounce more than once. When you load it up. Oh, was it? I didn't even notice. Jesus. That's quite bouncy. Holy! I think that might be a bit too strong. I don't know if they fixed a full damage bug where if you throw a totem on the ground, jump in it, it should kill you, but the server runs a check before, or something else. It registers picked up even though you didn't. I doubt they fixed that. It sounds too specific. I have to say, that was crazy. Let's just do 0.2. Now the issue is we definitely need to land on the ground. So this shouldn't trigger, right? Yeah. Because obviously in creative mode, you're not going to take damage. Still a bit too strong. Yeah, we'll do that as well. That's an easy thing to implement. There you go. But it's still not quite right. Thing is, I'm not actually sure how else you'd do it. Because obviously the higher you are, the more it's going to affect you. Which just gets like astronomically massive. See, the problem now might be the fact that we're not setting the full distance again. Well, I think it's just the full distance because we're not resetting it, so it's just calculating the previous jumps as well. So that feels a bit more natural. So I guess is how far do we want to actually make the bounce? So anything above 0.1 is too good. Because you shouldn't be able to gain height from this. 0.0101. I'd have been cheaper than NASA as well. I don't like the screen tilt when you take the damage either. So actually, maybe here we actually do want to do. But you can't cancel the damage event. Why would you not be able to cancel that? Damage pre-fired when an entity is set to be hurt. At this point, all potion modifiers have already been applied to the damage value of the entity. Blah, blah, blah. Doesn't help me, does it? Well, the thing is, so obviously with the way this system works, this value I can set as the additional data thing. So inside the modifier, you can change it to be whatever you want it to be. I think maybe 1.15. Why can you not cancel it? Great question. Just not an option. But it doesn't say that it can't be cancelled, does it? Though it doesn't say it can be. Most of the event do say that they're cancelable. This event is I cancel with cancelled, but yeah, so it's not a cancelable event, which is very strange. I wonder if the post would work. No, you can't even do it on post. It's fired after the health was modified on the entity. Oh, that'd be too late anyway. I was like, that's probably so. That does it. That stops the damage. But as I say, because you're still taking damage, the screen where it looks like you're taking damage. And again, 1.15 is too much. I think it might just have to be 0.11. Wait, even that though. There's something weird going on, right? Multiply what? You mean just do that? Don't think that'll make a difference. Because the result will still be 0. Yeah. The question is, how high will this bounce us? We need to do this calculation, not right. I think that's new, the bubbles. Let's just do that. See if we bounce higher or lower. Or just not at all. Yeah, they turn into black dots, I think, when they've been depleted. Let's see what the actual block event does then. Just close all this. So update entity movement after forward does update entity movement. This does set entity movement. Get delta movement, multiply. Get delta movement, multiply. So that is the same. So that is the same code as the slime block. So let's see what that looks like. Doesn't do anything. which makes sense because that doesn't change. Oh, I suppose that. I suppose this is the one, actually. The bounce up. That makes more sense. So I think we want to do that. We factor. What's the factor? Blah blah blah. Something like that. Well, it should actually make, yeah, it should give us more horizontal distance as well. Obviously, it doesn't work. Wait, this can't be right. Because that's removing. Why would it remove momentum? This doesn't work either. That seems like a mistake in Minecraft as well. If you hold shift, it suppresses your bounce, but that surely that should be crouch. Or the slime block. Because if you change your keybinds, we said about this the other day, didn't we, about the keybind? If you change your keybind, shift, it stops. So if I hold the new shift key, which I've just bound, oh, it does work. Shared flags. Oh, this must so okay. So is shift and crouch must be literally the same parameter then. So why have this then? So we don't need to do that. God, this is quite something, isn't it? Why? Let's go back to minus. Nah, this, I don't know why this doesn't work. Well, I mean, we're literally copying the slime block now, but it doesn't work. Unless, yet again, it's something to do with this full distance thing. Because the slime block doesn't reset full distance. I don't understand. Entity.cause fall damage. So you never take damage on a... You never take damage on a slime block, no? Yeah, but according to this, if you don't do that, damage modifier is 0.0, so you shouldn't. According to the code, you shouldn't take damage, which I don't think you do. But then that could also be the boots. Yeah. No, you don't. You don't take damage from a slime block. Okay, so maybe we do only want to do the single event then. Because I think we want to do that. And then this is the player. How do you get the full distance then? Oh, like that. Okay, so right, so that should be doing that then. So let's stop the pre-event thing. Let's just see if we take damage. We don't. So that part works. And we just want to do the bounce up, which is this. And then the entity is just... Like, that should work, right? Oh, it was changed, was it? There you go. Yeah. Okay, so that makes sense. This is the movement here, as you can see here. This is from the slime block. We're doing exactly the same thing here. Somehow managed to close the thing. Yeah, that's probably what that suppressed bounce thing is. So this should work like a slime block then. I don't understand. And now we crashed. Oh my god, what happened there? Stack error overflow. Guess it's because it's triggering the event over and over and over and over. Because this here is just going to trigger this. So let's just disable that. If it's any consolation, I've had enough of it. I mean, that's ridiculous. How did I die? It just doesn't work. I have no idea. Does anybody have any idea what this is doing? Why this isn't working? Unless this again is now because of the client movement thing. Yeah, it's setting the movement. I don't understand why the slime block just doesn't work. I say we've had this working. That's not an issue. We've had it working. We can just go back to the working version. But my issue with it is that I just don't understand why the slime block code doesn't work. Yeah, it's just not doing anything now, is it? Yeah, but the actual that shouldn't matter because obviously it's inside the block, but we're just copying the methods from the block. There's nothing to do with the block here. The level is just the level. We're not even using that to be fair. We're just using the bounce up, which just affects the entity. I wonder if we can do oh, that's private. As I say, this is public. I mean, we could just like we did that. And then just do this entity bounce up here. Like And that is literally how the slime block's doing it. As I say, I think... No, I don't know why that wouldn't work. Unless it is what I mean. I mean that it's running... This is only running on the server side. Well, do you know what? After this one, we'll get rid of the client side check. Right, let's disable this. Well, it didn't. We don't have to worry about that. No, that didn't work either. Well, this is a mystery. All files, lines of code. GitHub. Following special blah 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 blah. Oh, the following lines and directories on GitHub in the project are under MIT: the bounce handler and the slime sling item. This is from the useful slime mod. All other lines of code aren't, so we can actually look at the slime handler, which is quite nice. So if entity is not on ground entity account, bounce count. Add bounce handler with living entity. And then what are they doing? They're actually running this like the whole time. This is exactly the same code, by the way, as the slime block. Well, almost the same. Player.setMovement, player.movement x, player.movement y times bounce. Private double bounce. Bounce handler. We need to see where this is used then. Jesus, this is so much. On living full data. That's got to be another custom class. And then living full data is entity distance damage multiplier cancelled. It's just like an interface. Well, there's no way that's the solution. Well, Tinker's construct is fully MIT, so that's good. But whether I can find the code for it is a different question. I just can't find any code for it. Hey, welcome, welcome. Tinker Gadgets. There's another block. What's the other one? Cobweb. Oh, so that's why. That is why the slime utility mod makes this public, because they've copied it from Tinker's. Okay, and they are, okay, so they do it on the event bus. We don't need to do this, surely not. Yeah, sorry, yeah, it's a mic stream. God, I don't want to do a whole event for this. Oh my god, the maths. Is in air and info last message bigger than 0. Entity got delta movement. If not moving, cancel velocity. Entity.get tick count.stop. Preserve 95% of the former speed. Here we go. Okay, so actually we might just be able to use that.
It's Max Depose Games asked me, what do you think about Ben? The only Ben
Let's
Law,
go back
but
to
now
that.
with a mic. Are you serious?
I think this is the one that works.
Right, listen up. First you get one streamer, mediocre at best. Then you add a microphone, hoping for some bloody magic. Guess what? It's still the same old garbage.
Same old garbage. Ban Gordon. Okay, so that's working again. So what we need to do is we need to steal that. What is info? Bounce entity info. Oh my god.
It's Max Depose Games asked me, you are rude. He is the Ben Law. Oh, S odd off. Ben. Sounds like a bloody broken record. Is that all you lot can say? Pathetic. More like Ben bloody awful.
Ben bloody awful. Right, that's it.
Zabi 2002 asked me, what do you think about Ben Law 26.1 mods? 26.1 mods, you say? Right, take one portion of sheer delusion, mix it with a vat of misplaced
Not gonna laugh, I was
confidence,
going to say misplaced
and
code.
bake it in the fiery pits of development hell. What you get is a bloody
So
disaster.
true. I cannot tell you how much I don't want to do custom hands.
It's Max Depose Games asked me, you made Ben Law quit his stream. Right, take one portion of utter incompetence, fold it with a lack of passion, and serve it on a bed of broken dreams. What you get is a bloody streamer walking away. Pathetic.
I'm sorry after everything you've done for me. What you've done for me? You killed me, is what you've done. You've signed my death warrant. And now you want advice? All right, I'll give you advice. Go to Mexico and screw up like I know you will. And wind up in a barrel somewhere.
Let's try that.
Cryptic Stank sent. All systems are functioning within normal parameters, but it appears I can no longer read.
Ben quit. Oh yeah, this is perfect. This is what you wanted, Suzabi. Would it help you get anywhere? No. Of course. Lack of passion with a 466 stream streak. So true. 466 streams. 466 days. Streams or more. Because sometimes we do double streams. But it shouldn't have even done full... Oh no. Set full damage to original full damage. My brain's melting. It's not survival. Well, it's somewhat survival. We're working on stupid boots. Where are my boots? Wait. Oh no, we are getting higher. Twitch says I can get a Prime sub on the 11th. It's the 11th. To be fair, Twitch keeps telling me that I should be at 100 subs. That's why the counter says 100 on Twitch. Not sure where it gets that from. Where is it? Yeah, I was, to be fair. I was enjoying my Saturday afternoon. I don't know, it does say it somewhere. And now we're in pure hell. Oh, I mean, this is just ridiculous, isn't it? We are 11,000 blocks high. $1,151 out of 1,200 followers. Yeah, that's pretty good. I was only expected to get 1,200 this year, so we're doing all right. Thank you very much for the follow. I think we just got to wait until we land. Oh no. Okay. Exactly, now 1,152. I wouldn't mind, but if you've been on Discord for a year, you've missed 365 streams where you could have followed. I'm just saying. Thank you very much for the follow. I think that worked. Those 2 extra followers. Game changer. Yeah, I think I just want to double check the actual height stuff. As long as we don't go past this block when we fall. Then I'll be happy. I actually think that's probably... I think what we want to do, though, is actually make you go faster when you land. I'm thinking about making a podcast about creators like streamers and content creators. Game makers, what me. Maybe, but I don't know what I could offer. This is slightly too bouncy, I think. We actually want to try it with speed modifier. Again, technically this should work. Yeah, it works. That felt a bit weird. Okay, let's see. Let's see how far we go. Yeah, I don't know if you're going to be able to do that. Yeah, that feels a lot better. Thing is, we don't have to do a full copy of like Tinkers or anything like that. Let's just see if that does anything. Hopefully. Two will be enough. Okay, so I think we might actually probably benefit from using the Tinker's Construct Bounce Handler. I think that might be the play. Are you recording? Yeah, it will do that. So I think we're going to use the... I think we're just going to use the Tinker's one. And then we will do the usual. Give them the credit. I mean, this is already going to change. It's an event. Live in tick event. That's not what the event is. It's one of them. Has impulse. Might be that. What on earth is has impulse? This is different as well. Probably just that. Server stopping event. That is an event. The only thing he's omitted is has impulse. Yeah, but I'm not sure what has impulse is. I reckon it might be that. But it's changed to a integer instead of a Boolean value. And then here, I believe it's just the Neo Forge event bus. And then we're going to just call this the bounce modifier handler. And then in common setup, we could just add it. I believe that's how it'll work. No, it doesn't like that. Oh, this is on data maps, that's why. Do we not have an FML common in here? And then this will probably be... I think it's still under forge. I think it's that. And then just that, maybe? Yeah, I think it's just that. So that then registers the event to the bus. That technically should work. Well, at least it will have this registered. Next we need to do this. Which means I think we just need to... Instead of doing any of this code here, we just do that. And then maybe that's it. I mean, we can only try. Doesn't like the tick of it, no? We'll do pre. I think we want to do it before the event triggers. Okay, that doesn't work. don't really understand where this is used. Oh, I think we need to actually apply the movement. Still doesn't do it. Maybe it's the set cancelled again. Triggering. We need to... We need to do that. Because it doesn't ever seem to trigger. It did then, actually. No, it didn't. Okay. Doing something. Oh my god, wait, does it have to be done through the mixing? Tinkers do this through mixing? I think they did actually. No, they didn't. No, I don't think it is mixing time yet. Boost it to 20 and see if that does anything. Does. The issue's in the map. It doesn't work again. I did do something there though. Yeah, the calculation's too low still. Why is this so low? I guess the question becomes, how, like, bouncy do we want it? Obviously not that bouncy. Let's try 3 point. It's not working properly. What is the actual strength it's giving us? That is my question. Sweet nothing. Clearly we're not getting the value again. Which is such fun. I don't understand. This is so weird. Right, I think we're going to call it there. That will do. Thanks for watching. We'll probably be back tomorrow, probably doing this. But yeah, I can't see me getting anywhere with this. I just don't understand how the movement's not being applied. But then when you... Like it should... So yeah, I'll probably mess around with this for a little bit. But that was 12. But yeah, thanks for watching everyone. Anyone playing anything? Nope. Right, so I'll see you next time. Yeah, you just missed it, unfortunately. But yeah, we'll carry on with this. Hopefully I'll try and get something working. And yeah, right, I'll see you tomorrow. See ya.